Hello to all you amazing people out there. I hope you're doing fine and in great spirits. This is Rakhi Kapoor here, and today's video is about uh, when can a pregnant woman feel her baby's first kick. Now, if you like the video, please press on the like button and please share it. If you have a friend or someone you know, a relative who is expecting and who's very tensed and first and foremost, it's for you, but if you would like to share this with anyone. So 20 years into antenatal practice, and these are the little things, that makes a mother comfortable. Her fears, her doubts. I always focus on the mental health first and work on making her feel good about herself, because if a pregnant woman feels good about herself, the rest of the stuff can be taken care of. I feel food, fitness, and lifestyle is secondary. First thing is how you feel about yourself. And if you feel good about yourself and you're confident about yourself, then only you can make healthy choices towards your life and act accordingly. So we'll start with this small fear. So, I usually have a group of moms, and it starts like this: that, oh, I can feel my baby move, or when do I know my baby is okay? Sometimes I don't feel my baby move. Does my baby hear what I'm saying? Whatever I do, is my baby able to mm, listen or understand, or how does the baby get impacted with my actions? So when this is in a controlled environment, when I have mom sitting around, I address them and I control it so that each one statement doesn't impact the other. Now, what happens when a pregnant woman is not in an environment like this? So say she's meeting some other moms, and or just one or two other moms, and they are saying something different. Okay, and her mind will have red flags. Oh god, she said this, she feels that. So this is situation one, where she starts to get a little worried. Situation two is you are not with pregnant woman or expecting woman at all. They would have delivered years, or they're just telling you a story, or somebody who has no clue about pregnancy, and I hear and hearsay and I heard, and that is even more devastating, because they don't know, or they're quoting their experience which has no relevance to your life. You get that? That can be so damaging. So, the first thing I tell every woman who's expecting: do not compare notes on pregnancy. No two pregnancies are same, and you have to understand this. Even your own pregnancy is going to be very different the next time, the next time, the next time. You'll be like, is this the same person that is me going through the pregnancy? Yeah. So first thing is, we are not going to compare notes. Now, second thing, what you need to understand is your baby is floating in water. Okay, your baby is floating in water. So it's difficult to feel the splash. Like when you go to the ocean, you go to the seaside, yeah, there are millions and millions of creatures under the sea who are tossing and turning and moving. Do you feel it on the surface? No, you don't feel it on the surface. So there is a time, and there is a reason why you don't feel the fetal moments at a particular time. Okay, so just remember that. And then now let's figure out, when should I start feeling my fetal moments. The next thing I tell most of the moms is that, you know, don't go by the book always. This whole thing that I've been to school, the curriculum says this, the syllabus says this, my professor says this, my mentor says this. I'm sure they're right. But there's always a probability. You don't have to believe exactly to the word T what they're saying, because there's always a scope of change and enhancement, a difference in everyone's life. So if the textbook says that by bang on the 25th week or the 27th week or by the 20th week, most of them say that you'll feel the first kick of your baby, the 20th week. They do say, no, doesn't work that way. So let me start like this. Very early in pregnancy, the moms may feel a little flutter. That'll be your first pregnant one. A butterfly in your stomach. I guess that's why they say I'm in love and I feel butterflies, because it's always referred to as the mother and child's love, which is the ultimate in this whole world. And I think that's where the term butterflies in my stomach came from, when you're in love or when you're excited. So the mother feels a butterfly or a flutter very early into the pregnancy. That is, it finishes the first trimester. You're not going to feel anything till the first trimester, so don't worry. First 12 weeks, 13 weeks, 14 weeks, 18 weeks, 20 weeks, maybe. I feel that some moms can feel a flutter, but then they're confused. Uh-oh, is it gas? Yeah. So it could be a gas. Now I leave it to the moms. You want to feel happy? Okay, it's my baby moving. You don't want to feel happy? It's gas. Now, how do you know it's gas? Um, Probably you've eaten something very late. You've eaten something that you're not comfortable with. Your stomach is bloated. You're uncomfortable, and when you move around, you're breathless, or you get your heartburns. That will not happen with a fetal movement. Usually, the fetal movement may have a pattern. Two reasons. One is the baby itself has a very disruptive but a vague routine in there. Two, that's the time you are paying attention to your baby's movement. So you've got to figure out, this is the time when I'm free and I'm not doing anything, or I'm taking a break and I feel the movement. Is it a burp? But usually the fetal movement will occur almost around the same time. So now we know how to differentiate between gas, acidity, and burp, and now we know that it is probably a fetal movement. Now, the next thing is, a lot of moms, they have something called, I mean, every mom has something called a placenta. Not a lot of moms, every mom, but some moms, like a lot of moms, have the placenta on the anterior wall. So you look at a sphere, okay? So you look at a sphere, and right at the anterior wall that is in front, there is a nice cushion-like organ, highly filled with blood vessels, which filters whatever comes into the baby through, and then it goes to the baby through the cord. So the placenta sticks to the anterior wall, it extends into the umbilical cord, and then everything goes to the baby, right? So if your placenta has come on the anterior wall, what will happen is, when the baby kicks, it's like cushion moves. So these moms, they feel their movements much later compared to women who mostly have their placenta in the posterior wall. Okay, now let's not go in, oh, where's my placenta, anterior, posterior? Please don't get there at all. We are talking about fetal movements only, and just relax and listen to this video. Okay. The next thing I tell the mother is that, well, you don't know whether your placenta is anterior and posterior. It comes on a scan, and don't stress yourself. And you don't know what's happening inside your womb, but you know what's happening inside you, don't you? You know when you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you exercise, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're stressed, when you eat, when you go to the toilet. So, against an unknown phenomena inside, when does my baby move? When can I feel the first kick? Or when can I feel the baby kicking? Don't stress so much. Just think of this one thing, is what time or what activity that I do to which I can relate my baby move. Simple. You have a fixed parameter. So then on, I have moms, like this is what we do in this session. I keep asking them, lady, tell me, is it a meal post which you feel the movements? And then you will see every mom will start up, yeah, Rakhi, it's just after dinner. Okay, it's before breakfast. Oh, it's after lunch, and the baby is very hungry. I think my baby is hungry. I better eat. I know that, okay, I need to eat my breakfast. So yes, some moms are very specific that the fetal movements are felt around the baby meal timings. Yeah, baby's meal timings? No, the mom's meal timings, but it is most the same because you eat, the baby eats. So I tell the moms, don't delay your meal. And if you're feeling too much of it, then yes, your stomach contents and everything, intestines are all empty, and so bam, 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 you can feel your baby move and say, Mommy, I want food. The next thing is, after eating, there's a surge of blood glucose level. So the baby's, oh, energetic. The sugar rush, it's true. Ladies, the sugar rush is true. So yes, eat less processed food, have something healthy, and your little one is going to move after you have eaten. Now, there are other things that make the baby very excited. It's a voice, it's an activity, it's something you do. So mostly when I have a lot of moms who say, when we do a lot of breathing and when we exercise, the baby moves. So when you breathe, you're very calm. When they do the breathing exercise that I teach in the class, they're very calm, they're concentrating, they're connecting with the baby, and there is a surge of oxygen. And Yes, if there's no oxygen in the brain, you're like, So these guys are like the babies inside, like, whoa. So when you're breathing, they're moving. When you're exercising, yes, they get oxygen inside. So that's when I tell the moms, be regular with your breathing exercises and focus on your fitness and be serious about it. Right? Now, the third thing is the emotional connect. Like I said, a voice, music, or a painting or something that you do. Again, it has two ways to look at it, that you're very calm and relaxed and you're so engrossed and connected to yourself that you can feel everything about yourself when you feel your baby move. Otherwise, it's like this: you and your baby are one entity. So, if you're feeling good about yourself, your heart rate is in control, your breathing rate is relaxed, the happy hormones are all around you, and your baby is also feeling very happy and swaying and moving around and feeling like doing a little twirl and a dance. That's what kids do when they're happy. Adults, they are not, we just forget to do these kiddish things, but we just, twirl in the head and we're like, yay, and we have different expressions to express ourselves. So, what does that imply? That implies that if you want to feel your baby's first kick, don't stress, don't go by the book. But if you want to keep communicating with your baby through your baby's fetal movements, then it's important that you do certain things consistently so that the baby responds. So, those consistent things are eating on time, eating healthy, staying fit, and having happy thoughts and trying to keep your stress levels low. How does that sound? Isn't that an incentive to take good care of yourself during the pregnancy? Because if you are well taken care of, your baby is well taken care of, protected, nurtured, happy, and growing. And don't we want happy babies into this world? Don't we want more happier children into this world? Don't we want that the future citizens of this world are positive? And don't we want happy families? So there you go, from the first kick to a happy world. Look how the dots are connected. So stay blessed, take good care of yourself, and keep smiling always. Loads of love from Raki here. If you like the video, once again, click on the like button, share it, and keep in touch with me. Write to me or sign up for my antenatal programs online, or pick up the books that I have written on pregnancy if you feel that you could get more worthy knowledge and wisdom from my end to you. With love. God bless.